In this universe, there's only one absolute. Everything freezes. I never freeze.
We are home.
Let's have some fun.
Is that me?
Rise.
Repeat the phrase you've been given. Understand? Number 2, step forward.
Give me the keys, you
Knock it off. Get back.
Why don't we have a game of riddles?
And if it loses, what then?
I can't just go running off into the blue.
If Baggins loses, we eat it whole.
Fair enough.
It's precious.
Going to be.
You son of a...
What's going on, everybody? It's time for another Method Living review. This is going to be our first one of 2018. Yeah. I'm Chris Adams.
I'm Robert Adams.
Today we're going to be talking about Black Panther.
Fantastic movie.
Wow.
That is the way that you kick off the Marvel Cinematic Universe in the year that's also going to contain Infinity War. Black Panther, easily one of the best characters introduced in Captain America Civil War. And
One of my favorites, yeah.
Yeah, and they just continue to just build upon it, and they did a fantastic job with everything.
You should love how we just did no setup here. We just jumped right into it because Black Panther is that good of a movie. There's no reason to try to, was it really good? Yeah. No, it was great. It was a fantastic movie. There's so much to get into with that.
Yeah, and first of all, let's make sure everyone knows we're going to pretty much keep this spoiler free. There's not really, I think, any spoilers that we need to get into and talk about, so...
I mean, if you've seen the Infinity War trailer, you know...
You know Black Panther's going to live through it.
What?
Yes. So, I mean, no big deal there. Although, they didn't show that Thor had the one eye, or whatever.
That's true.
Whatever, so...
Anyway.
Yeah, so the movie was fantastic. Loved the movie. I thought everything was well done. As far as, real quick, the cinematography, Wakanda looks beautiful. More of how they elaborated on what little bit we saw at the end of Civil War.
Yep.
I thought it looked fantastic on there.
It's like they went to the extent that they tried to do for Asgard to make Asgard look royal and amazing. Mm-hmm. And they brought it back to Earth and gave it a very heavy technology flair.
Yeah. I think Ryan Coogler, the director of this, once again, it's another knock it out of the park.
Dude is on a roll.
Yeah, Frivolli Station, Creed, all of these movies starring Michael B. Jordan. He's doing great, and I can't wait to see what he does next.
Michael B. Jordan is to Ryan Coogler as Leonardo DiCaprio is to Martin Scorsese.
Pretty much at this point, yeah. Talk about the actors real quick.
Yeah.
I mean, first and foremost, Chadwick Boseman.
So at the beginning, when they started saying, we want to do a Black Panther movie, I was saying, who was I saying? I was saying at the beginning, I think, I was wanting Jimon Hansu to play him, but he's too old now. When the idea of Jimon Hansu was off the table, and then he was in Guardians of the Galaxy, so completely off the table, I was like, they need to get Chadwick Boseman. After seeing 42, I love Chadwick Boseman as an actor. I said, they need to get Chadwick Boseman in there, and lo and behold, they did that Marvel announcement with Captain America and Tony Stark there.
Yeah.
Brought Chadwick Boseman out on stage. I'm like,
fantastic.
You guys nailed it.
And I know for decades, Wesley Snipes has been trying to do this, and then he's like, I'll do Blade instead. As far as Michael B. Jordan goes, I think this is really the first time we've seen Michael B. Jordan as a villain.
Yeah.
All the other movies I've seen him in, you really like him, except a fan four stick, but whatever. All the other movies, you really like him. You feel for his character. Frivolity Station, he's the unfortunate victim in the storyline of that.
Yeah.
Creed, phenomenal as Apollo Creed's son. And I just mentioned Fan Four Stick, where he was Human Torch. Not a bad Human Torch, but
there's better comic book characters for him to play.
Yeah,
obviously.
But Josh Trank, the director of that, his previous movie, or his first movie, I believe, Chronicle.
Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan was fantastic in that too. So he's really doing good, and I think that him being in the Marvel Cinematic Universe now is really cementing his stardom,
His star power. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's making good career choices. Chadwick Boseman's made plenty of fantastic career choices, like all these guys.
Mm-hmm. I would say, like, all the women of this, Lupita Nyong'o, Michonne.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't want to try to, like, mess up these names, so just... and... Latita Wright.
Yeah.
All three of them, phenomenal job as well. I really like the intricate roles that they played. I like Denai Michonne as the leader of the female guard, which it's Dora something. I don't want to try to mispronounce that either.
Dora Milaje.
Yeah, that one. Lupita Nyong'o as basically the love interest to...
She gonna be Storm?
Yeah, that'd be great. No. And then Latita Wright. Latita Wright, I really haven't seen anything.
No, Sherry, right?
His sister,
yeah.
Yes. And again, she was phenomenal as well.
I liked her.
Yeah. The other villain of the movie going to Andy Serkis as Claw. Fantastic casting. I mean, yeah. Claw is one of, like, I would say, like a C-list character in the comic books.
Andy Serkis chews the scenery. He chews
stuff
that he's like. He is like you wouldn't think much of him because most of the time he's doing motion capture work and he's playing either a monkey or I don't know what other things he's done motion capture for. Smeagol, yeah, Gollum, yeah. But him as an actor, just himself, he's actually really good. He's fantastic outside of being behind all that CGI makeup.
Yeah, I think he played like kind of like that crazy mercenary very well. Nice to see them kind of expand upon his character from the brief little bit we got to see of him in Age of Ultron, and I loved him in that too. So, and then I guess Martin Freeman.
Yeah, they actually gave him something to do in this movie.
Yeah, aside from him just being an agent government guy in Civil War, they actually made him a fighter, so to speak. I mean, he's a pilot, so...
gave him a backstory and gave him skills and things that he can actually do that make a difference in the storyline.
Yeah, and he was awesome, and I didn't see him as Frodo at all. Bilbo. I get my Hobbit. All the Hobbits look alike.
It's okay. No one forgives you for forgetting anything about those three movies.
Yeah. So, yeah, I thought the acting was all good. And the other thing overall for like pretty much all the actors, the accents. From Civil War, I loved Chadwick Boseman's accent. It almost makes like my heart melt to hear him talk like that.
Oh my gosh.
It's just a really good accent. So the fact that like all the rest of basically the Wakandans all matching with that same kind of accents have to be hard to master and to nail.
Especially fictional ones that aren't real.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was based off of like actual African.
Yeah, it's based off different dialects and whatnot, but Wakanda's not a real country, so they had to be completely fictional with it.
But it was really good, and I think they nailed that like all the way around. All actors involved, fantastic.
Yeah. I would agree with all that. You know, there's a lot of talk right now of Michael B. Jordan's character Eric Killmonger in the movie being one of the best Marvel villains so far, and just the amount of story that they gave him, just to find out where he came from, why he's doing what he's doing, and what his goals are, what he's trying to accomplish. Man, they just nailed it all the way around. Like, that is a fully fleshed out and well-rounded villain, and that is. I hate to say, like, after 10 years, Marvel's finally nailing their villains and getting them right, but, you know, this one, Vulture and Spider-Man Homecoming, like, these are
good.
Like, these, they're finally, like, realizing, you know, how much story they need to pour into. Like, we want to feel for the villain. We want to feel bad for them, feel sorry for them.
Loki. Zemo from Civil War.
Yes, was also one of my favorite
was
villains.
good.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll even say, and I'm really sad he's been underused and they haven't brought him back, but Red Skull was really good too.
Yeah.
I wish they could have expanded upon him, but other than that, like all the other villains, forgettable.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping Thanos really brings what we need in that kind of a villain to Infinity War.
I'm sure they will. I'd say the last thing is the visual effects. I heard reports saying that they were spotty in places, and there might have been one or two places I was like, probably could have been a little more refined.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, just the design of Wakanda, going back, the Black Panther costume, just the effects of how the technology works and everything, just... nothing that really took me out of the film at all. I think all of it, they really got down pretty well.
And I will agree. There were a couple of places that I've noticed. I don't know if they show it like in the trailer or whatever, but Black Panther and Killmonger fighting like towards the end. They're like falling down to like that train part that they show.
He does that Wolverine move.
And then he does the Wolverine move.
You'll see it.
Yeah.
You'll see it.
I thought that was hilarious. And... anyways, so yeah, some of the CGI was spotty, but I mean, I would say Ryan Coogler's really not been known for his CGI in his movies so far. So you got to give the guy a break. I mean, he's a storyteller first of visual effects somewhere else.
So I'd say, just to wrap things up here, I'd say go see this movie.
Oh, definitely.
Fantastic.
In the theater. Yeah. Go see it at an Alamo Draft House. They did a little something special for the people that not only do you stay, obviously, for a Marvel movie you have to stay through the credits, and this is no exception either.
Stay.
But after that, Alamo Draft House added a little something extra. So if you happen to see that, absolutely phenomenal. We highly recommend it. As far as anything else, the only other thing I would like to mention in closing on this is that we are running the contest for this. If you comment, like, and subscribe to, this video and subscribe to this channel, I believe it's by Wednesday night at, 9 p.m. Central Time?
9 p.m. Central Time,
you will be entered into a contest to win the poster for Black Panther. It's a 24x36 poster. We'll be drawing the names the following Thursday and be probably posting and linking that down below this video. Yep. So feel free to subscribe, follow us on the Twitter, Instagram as normal. That way you can find out even more if we do more giveaways like this, if this one turns out to be successful.
Yeah, stick around. We'll be doing more stuff. We'll be doing more reviews. 2018 is just kicking off, so we got a lot more reviews coming up soon. So stick around, check back in, do the YouTube things, do the social media things, and we'll catch you guys in the next review.